Welcome one, welcome all to Skate 3 in Tingsboro as your Drake and Minis are getting ready to take on the Nashoba Tech Vikings. Good evening, I'm Nathan Coram. I'm alone tonight as Zach Pisano is not here this evening. I'm going to start with the starting lineups for your Drake and Minis. On defense, number 6, Eric Den, and number 23, John Grove. At forward, number 7, Brian Smith, number 10, Lee Bourgeois, and number 20, Troy Durkel, with number 31, Pat Carney in net. For the Nashoba Tech, number 7, Patrick White, number 9, Rowan Halloran, number 21, Patrick Hart, number 24, Matt Ringdahl, number 29, Brett Roberts, with number 30, Ryan Leadham in net. This is the last regular season game for the seniors. For Drake, those seniors are number 7, Brian Smith, number 10, Lee Bourgeois, number 13, Kyle Maxim, number 11, Alex Soriano, and number 18, Curtis Akins, and number 31, Pat Carney. Outlook for next year, it looks good even though Brian Smith, who has 30 goals, is leaving, because Jake Callery, who is a freshman, is third in all 3 categories: goals, assists, and points. Meanwhile, for Nashoba Tech, their leading scorers are Brandon Williams, Matt Venti, and Kyle Snow. And their captain, Brendan Conley, is out with an injury. As about 46 seconds away, this is also the final regular season game for the Middies head coach, Mike Marshall, after 15 years as head coach and an additional 9 prior to that as an assistant. The head coach of the Vikings is Bob Callahan, who was an assistant in Drake for around 15 years before this year. So an emotional game, and someone will leave with a spot in the MLA tournament. As Nashoba has 2 games left, and they need 1 point, a win or a tie in either of those games to make the tourney. This is Drake's last regular season game. They must win to qualify. A loss or a tie will not do. They must win to qualify for the tourney. Turn over to public address answer. That's it now for a tribute to Mike Marshall. Let's take it over to the PA announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's game between Nashoba Tech and Drake High School. Tonight's game is Coach Mike Marshall's final regular season game as head coach of the Middies. Mike has been a hockey coach for the past 24 years at Drake High School. Please join us and give Mike a quick round of applause and thanks for his years of dedication to the team hockey. Now, the starting lineups for Nashoba Tech. At center, number 7, Pat White. At right wing, number 24, Matt Ringdahl. At the left wing, number 29, Brett Roberts. And on the bench, number 21, Pat Hart. Also on defense, number 9, Rowan Halloran. Tonight's starting goal for Nashoba Tech, number 30, Ryan Leadham. Now the starting lineups for the Drake Middies. At center, number 10, Captain Reed Bourgeois. And at left wing, number 20, Troy Durkel. And at the right wing, number 7, assistant captain Brian Smith. And on defense, number 6, Eric Dan. Also on defense, number 23, John Grove. Starting goal for the Middies, number 31, Captain Pat Carney.
A very large crowd presence here at Skate 3 as Wednesday night during school vacation, and plus Nashoba Tech is in Westford, which is pretty close to here. And this is a crucial game for both teams, as I mentioned. So a lot of fan support on both sides tonight. And if you look at the heater above us is coming on, which is a good thing, but this place is warmer than Janus as it is. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming down from this, so it's definitely gonna get warmer in here, but not as cold as Janus. Once again, I'm Nathan Corum, a sophomore at Jenkins High. And the Middies wearing the home whites. The Vikings wearing the road blues. For some reason, Pat Carney wearing the Middies road gray. And the music continues, and they finally shut it off as the Middies have it. This is John Grove ahead with Brian Smith. Smith, high slot, couldn't get the shot up. Bourgeois tried to get it. They score! 13 seconds in, it's Smith. And it's 1-0 Middies. It looked like Smith, maybe Bourgeois. It was one of them, but either way the puck beat Leadham. Again, couldn't tell if that was Smith or Bourgeois. It looked like Smith, but could have easily been Bourgeois as well. Bourgeois and white. And Bourgeois wins it, it's ahead. And dumped ahead. And then controlled by Halloran. Bringing it ahead is Ringdahl. Then picked up by Den, who feeds Bourgeois. Feed Bourgeois ahead with it. It was Smith, as I initially suspected. Go over the left point, looking for Bourgeois. Bourgeois trying to get the circle, couldn't. Then the Vikings get it out. Eric Den in his own zone, looking for Brian Smith, couldn't. And it's a battle near the right circle boards. Both teams trying to dig it out, and eventually got into as Eric Den and Brandon Williams try to battle for it. Now it's Brian Smith. Smith, immediately a drive and a pad stop by Leadham. Now bringing it out as Ackerman, I believe, and then a shot! Immediately by Midi, I believe Adam Berger, and yes, that was Adam Berger that took a quick shot. Nate LaPointe gloves it down to the left point. Then cleared out. LaPointe trying to bring it back in, but can't. Eventually goes down. No icing as Kyle McManus has control. This is McManus looking ahead. Turnover almost. Then bringing it ahead is Berger. Berger looking for Silva out in front. Couldn't. McManus at the right point. A shot. Tried to get through traffic. And then turned over. Ahead is Williams, I believe. Yes, that is Williams. And backhand away by McManus. Williams is trying to get a shot on from the left corner, and Carney freezes it up. Face off to come to the left dot to Carney's right. Face off won by Calorie. That's on the right side. Calorie trying to get in the right corner. He will. Of his own zone. Turnover. Williams a shot over the net. Now Den backhands it. Excuse me, Diaz backhands it out. And Maxim. And over the Calorie. They score! Jake Calorie! 2-0 Dragons. That was a nice feed by Maxim for Calorie. And that's Jake Calorie's 6th of the season, increasing his point total to 14 points. That ties Lee Bourgeois for second on the team in points, and he now has sole possession of third in goals, Jake Calorie. And immediately a timeout called by Bob Callahan, I believe, and the Vikings. Yeah, so Maxim passed to Calorie, a senior to a freshman. As racing to the puck are Ackerman and Diaz. Now it's down low. This is awesome. See the Middies have a quick 2-0 lead. Calorie high slot rotates to the right side. Looking now to the right point. He's pressured around by Roberts. Now on goal and a stop by Leadham. 3 minutes into this game, the Middies already ahead 2-0. Calorie, highs off, Lister, stop rebounds. Another stop, they jam at it, and Leadham gets the whistle. And there was a bit of an exchange there. And might see a penalty for this. Yeah, I was just thinking. I was one of was positive that was Maxim would pass. I did not hear Maxim in the public address announcement. And I knew it was definitely Maxim. Had the A, it was right number 13, distinctively number 13. So we're humans though, and looks like we have a midi in the box. That may be misconduct though, as they're staying 5-on-5. Williams and Bourgeois in the face-off. By the way, Reed Bourgeois' brother, Payne Bourgeois, is an assistant coach of the Vikings. Two players in the box now, but for the middies. But no manpower change. Still 5-on-5. As rushing to it are Venti and LaPointe. LaPointe wins that race. Now he's trying to get it out. And Brian Smith gets it, doesn't get it out. Kept in very nicely by Halloran. So there were two matching minors who were roughing. Calorie and Diaz at the midi penalties. I did not hear what the public address announcer said who got, and yeah, I can see the numbers now. So the penalties are the Ringdahl and Roberts on the Vikings, and Calorie and Diaz at the middies. Reed Bourgeois in his own zone, trying to get it ahead. Reed Bourgeois through neutral zone, dumping it in now. Behind Liederman, and Bourgeois seemed to hit Williams. And the cowball goes off. Smith ahead. Back in on a stop by Liedem. Rebound. Another stop by Ryan Liedem. .10:48 left in the first. And now, yeah, middies had begun to finish their change. Patterson and White tied up. Smith a shot, stopped by Liedem. It's out in front. White clearing it out. In neutral zone, picked up by Kyle McManus. McManus looks for Den. Den has it. And trying to get out of Stokel. Turn to now McManus and Patterson. Says Ron Patterson, or I think he goes by RJ. Ahead with it. Patterson on the left side of the right-handed shot. Passes out in front! A shot by Bugger was stopped. McManus at the right point, a drive and a stop made. Ryan Silva trying to get it for McManus. Den to McManus. McManus dumps it in. 5 minutes into this one. Now McManus, then Den, but almost via a series of turnovers. Then picked up in the own zone by Halloran. Uh-oh, turnover! Burger for Patterson. Patterson around for Burger. Fell down, backhand, and Silva missed the net. Just over. It's in the left corner now. Now it's nice and toasty in here at Skate 3. Not a quality of Janeth by any means. Took a while for the heaters to come on, but I could feel him coming, and then Jake Calley scored immediately. No icing. Nate LaPointe behind his own net. 9:15 left in the first period. Misses Silva. Icing against the middies. As they go back in their own zone at the right dot to Carney's left. I almost said Callie's left, which would have been a pretty significant error. And Callie's on the ice. That was an icing. I don't think they'll have to change. Anyways, the face-off is tied up. And the Vikings skip it in before Calloway gets it out of there. 9:01 left in the first. It's Williams. Looking ahead. No icing as Nate LaPointe gets to it first. Looking for Alex Fagan, couldn't. Maxim has it. So it had for Jake Calorie, looking for 2-on-1. Calorie, back in or stop, rebound, and Diaz couldn't get a shot away immediately. Almost went up 3-0 there. Nonetheless, the score made it 2-0. Maxim a shot over the net. then picked up by Venti. Now it's gone out by Hart. I think it's a netting. I think it hit the netting above. As I believe it hit the netting above the net. The protective netting. Which counts as out of play, by the way. Got a very large fan presence here. It's almost sold out. Bourgeois wins it, then Smith shoots it way over off the ceiling near the scoreboard. That's how much of a strong shot that Brian Smith has. Tied up. Then they still try to dig for it. It's still tight, and then Bourgeois looks for, I believe, Grove. But then it's gone out by the Vikings. McManus for the middies. Looks for Smith, gets him in his own zone. Smith ahead for John Grove. Grove on the left side, but the wrister to miss the net. McManus very well kept it onside. McManus for Bourgeois. Now it's McManus looking to bring it in. He dumps it in onto the Panaledum. 7:31 left in the first period, and a shot on goal. I believe it was on goal by Grove. Now Grove keeps it in skates at the blue line, tipped down by Bourgeois, but then cleared out by Roberts. McManus in his own zone, dumping it in neutral zone, dumping it into the attacking zone. Brian Smith on the left side and in the left corner. Trying to get out in the battle along the boards. Goes back to neutral zone as Vikings head it out. McManus in the middies for John Grove. Grove waits, dumps it in off the stick of Leadham. 6:58 left in the first. Gotten out by Ringdahl. The control by John Grove. Head for Patterson, dumps it in. 6:48 left in the first. Trying to angle out of there was Lalumiere. Couldn't, and then falling down is White. Bringing it in is Patterson on the right side. Patterson with a shot and a stop by Leadham. I think he could look for Ryan Silva at the front of the net, who got his first varsity goal on Saturday against Lowell. But he did not. He took a shot instead. Tied up. And then gotten out by Snow. Almost gotten out. Now it's down in the left corner of the Viking defensive zone. 6:24 left in the first. Now this is Patterson. Patterson behind the net. Now Adam Berger. Juan Patterson looking over for Eric Den, but couldn't. Now bringing it ahead is Matt Venti, one of the top scorers for the Vikings. Venti in the right corner. Out in front I didn't know. They tried to jam at it. That was a very nice stop by Pat Carney. Now Patterson along the boards, looking for Silva. Now bringing it ahead is Adam Berger on the left side. Berger waits around and a stop by Leadham. He freezes up for the whistle with 5:41 left in the first. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, I'm Nathan Corum for Dragon Access Television. As your Dragon Minis are taking on the Vikings of Nashoba Tech. The cavalry is shot and stopped by Leadham. Now Diaz, then cleared out by Lumiere. Not out. I somehow default to clearing out for some reason, as John Grove couldn't keep it in. Now trying to bring it ahead is Kyle Snow. Snow battling with Grove in the mid-east zone. A point trying back in for Kyle Maxim roll. Maxim for Calorie. No, that was Grove. Wasn't even remotely close to Calorie. What am I thinking? Although Calorie was in the vicinity. Calorie is on the ice now, so I guess there was some level of merit to that. Maybe Calorie was there, and then Grove quickly was in a similar position as a drive on that by drive missed the net, taken by Lalumiere. A hit there, and a shot stopped by Carney. And now bringing it ahead is Calorie on the left side. Calorie, who will be the future of this team undoubtedly. As he's now third in all categories. As Diaz tried to backhand it on with Calorie and Maxim at the front of that, but couldn't. Pumped ahead by Kyle Snow now. Controlled by Connie. 4:18 left in the first period. Pumped ahead and then slammed in by Smith behind the net. 4:11 left in the first. Battle left corner, so Cal backhander, and okay, that was behind the cage. Bourgeois looking for Thurkel. Now McManus. A drive, didn't get on net. Now bringing it out is Hart. Go down by Smith in the neutral zone. Smith in on the left side. Tries to dangle through. Smith has 30 goals and 12 assists this season for a total 42 points. Most by a long shot on the team. That's trying to get ahead is Roberts for the Vikings. He brings it in. Roberts, a drive, deflected wide of the net. Now it's stumped in by Ackerman. Now the middies got it. Brian Smith is alone. Back in and a stop by Lidum. Now dumping it ahead is Brett Roberts. Then picked up in neutral zone by Den. Now Smith. Smith trying to angle through, but then picked up quickly by Patrick White. Glove down by Connie. And a penalty coming against the middies. As White is down, it's going to be a tripping call against Brian Smith. Get a top score. That's a 97th minor penalty against the middies this season. A lot of them have been to Smith. Actually, wait. That's number 99. That's the 99th penalty in the middies this season. Most of them have been minors. White near the left point, looking to rotate down. Now getting to his Patrick Hart. Hart waiting. He's got it. But Bourgeois trying back in out, couldn't, and then White to drive over the net. That's deflecting down. Cowbell going off, as now a shot by the net. Bourgeois trying to clear it up, but couldn't. White, top of the circle, out, looking out in front, and the feed for Brandon Williams just missed. Now at left point is Hart. Hart, then Williams, now White. White, from back in and around, Snow, glove down, Bourgeois couldn't get it out. Thurkel couldn't get it out. Bourgeois now will get it out. 34 seconds left in the penalty. Looking ahead was Hart. Then it's a neutral zone, backhanded in by Maxim. 2 minutes left in the first and 21 seconds left in the penalty to Smith. Now this is White starting it off. Almost turned it over to Jay Calorie, but didn't. Calorie in the neutral zone. Calorie holding on to it safely. As the penalty will run down. 2 seconds and 1. The penalty to Smith has expired, and we got another call against Drake. Elbowing, I believe. So right as they finish that penalty kill, they're back on the penalty kill. Alex Fagan's in the box. They're directly back to another 90-second penalty kill. Basically like killing a double minor. Minute 35 left in the first. Bourgeois and Venti. Venti wins it. And then a drive. The drive taken by La Lumiere was tipped away from the net. Now Smith in his own zone, getting it out for the middies. Picked up by La Lumiere. La Lumiere brings it ahead for Williams. Brandon Williams on the right side. Williams battling to try and keep it in possession now. Out in front is Venti. Now a drive by Ackerman. Missed, and now this is La Lumiere. Battle in the right corner for it. As eventually it's gotten out of the zone by a midi, most likely. Now it's Ackerman. 46 seconds to go. Ackerman for and now Brian Smith scores! Brian Smith! As La Lumiere turns it over! And the middies are up by 3, a short-handed goal! Brian Smith, 31st of the season!
What? Got told tonight. 30 seconds. Oh. You had 30.
Oh yeah, 32, my bad. I forgot that he scored that other one. I'd forgotten that he scored that other one, so yeah, 3-0 Dragon with 40.5 seconds left in the first. Den dumps it in. That was a shorty and a goal by Smith too, so. I'd forgotten that Smith got the goal 13 seconds into the game. So that's now his 32nd in the season. Eric Den gets the assist to that one. Now dumping it in was Halloran, and a penalty, I believe. Maybe that was offside. Yeah, that was offside. I apologize. Yeah, that was Smith's 32nd of the season. Shorthanded from Eric Den. So I guess Den got a piece of it. It was turned over by, I believe, Lala Mayer. That's what gave it to Den. For Smith has 2 seconds and 1. And the first period will end with the Middies up 3-0 over the Nashoba Tech Vikings. I'm Nathan Corum. We'll be back with period number 2. Welcome back, everyone, to Skate 3 in Tingsboro. I'm Nathan Corum. And the Middies are at 3-0 after the first, with the goals coming from Brian Smith twice, and also Jake Calorie. That increases Brian Smith's total to 32 in the year, and Calorie's to 6 in the year. Face off, Warren Bourgeois for Smith. Now Grove ahead for Bourgeois. Bourgeois on the right side, looking to pass out in front, but couldn't. Smith back in, right back in after the Vikings cleared it out. John Grove. And now it's Troy Tokel. Eric Den. Okay, have a Brian Smith. Now we Bourgeois. Bourgeois on the left side. Looking to drop back for Smith, but couldn't. Now it's in the stick of Snow. And the Vikings will eventually get it out. 46 seconds into the second period, it's an icing against Nashoba Tech. Go back to the defensive zone. Phase up between Patterson and White. Left dot, Viking zone. To the right of Leadham. Then it's McManus at the right point. Now with the right toe goal, shot runs really slowly. Eventually Leadham got to it for the whistle. So the right dot to Leadham's left. White and Patterson. One and on goal and a stop by Leadham. Shot from Adam Bogo. Number 8 is Pat White for the Vikings. The shot, glove by Pat Coney for the whistle. He's in his building filled with fans tonight. As someone, as the Nashoba Tech is putting closer here, obviously this is a Dragon Eye home game, and someone's walking here with a spot in the 30. If the Middies win, they're in. If it's a tie, or if the Nashoba Tech wins, then the Nashoba Tech's in. Silva for Berger. Berger gets through on the left side now, out in front, and it's stopped by Leadham with Silva near the front of the net. No icing. As McManus gets to it for the Middies. In his own zone, looking for Adam Berger. Then picked up by Patrick Hart. Hart looks ahead. Now it's Halloran. Then gone back down. Now this is Hart. Hart looks, then picked up by Patterson, and a penalty coming against the Vikings. See what the call is. I didn't see the referee's signal, so We'll just wait and see what the call is. Bourgeois and White. Oh, it's a 4-on-4. Smith's drive. So it's 5-on-4. Middies, excuse me. Roughing against Lopez, I believe. Roughing. Yeah, that's roughing against Lopez with 107 left in the penalty. Smith pressured by White. So everyone get ahead. Middies in a power play, 5-on-4. Smith trying to get through the defense, and now Smith has 2 in this game so far. They're up 3-0. Go over the middle of the line. Kept in nicely by Diaz. Diaz on the left side. With a shot and a stop by Leadham. They jam at it. And Maximo's got it in. Diaz for Smith. Drive, saves, go. Whoa! That one trickled just wide. It looked like Smith was going to get a hat trick there. Smith has it now on the right side. Comes through. And a stop by Leadham. Rebound. They score! Brian Smith, the hat trick! His 33rd of the year. And the Middies are up by 4. Nice play by Smith to backhand it in for the hat trick. What a night for Brian Smith. He has another hat trick. They're crushing the Nashoba Tech 4-0, and the goal horn is on repeat. It's played on an iPad, so that might explain it. Dumped in. Power play goal for Smith, his 33rd of the year. Now it's 45 points. On the season, it's in the left corner of the Vikings zone. John Grover drive, missed the net. Alex Fagan trying to get on goal. They jam it. Bogo trying to get the backhand off, but couldn't. John Grover drive and a stop made. Now it's cleared up and a glove down by Fagan. Looking ahead. Now it's John Grover for Ryan Silva. Grover the assist on Smith's 3rd goal of the night, the hat trick. By the way, Jake Calloway has the other goal for the Middies. Burger ahead. Now it's Burger. Excuse me. He has it on the score! Adam Burger! 5-0 Dragons. He beats Leadham. This is a blowout, and Leadham is leaving this game. Now in net is number 33, Mark Higgins. Face-off tied up, then brought ahead by White. Penalty coming against Draken. Not even face-off violation, I think it's Calorie or something like that. His goal was unassisted, so. Smith has a hat trick. Yeah, he has 3. The others are from Calorie and Burger. Power play for Nashoba.
Hey, he's got 6.
You predicting the future?
Yeah. There's no glory in here. And the face-off tied up, and then Kyle Diaz on the left side. Tripping call, it's Diaz, I think they said, or Maxim. And what's this, a penalty? 5-on-3. Calorie to the box. Tripping. Wait a minute. Wait, so it's Maxim and Callie now in the box. A 5-on-3 for Nashoba. Huge chance for them to get on the board, down 5-0. Less than halfway through this game. The Middies already matched a goal total from the game against Lowell. Now a drive from the point by Ackerman didn't get on goal. Now it's Venti. Venti wraparound, they score! Matt Venti in the wraparound, and Nashoba is on the board. Bourgeois and White. That was a 5-on-3 power play goal for, I believe, Matt Venti. Getting Bourgeois and White in the face-off circle. Waiting for the signal, and they get the signal now. Puck drop, and Bourgeois won it. The point to chase after it. And goes, just misses the bench. Now it's Caleb Ackerman. Turnover, Brian Smith. Dangles through, left side, he scores! Brian Smith, his fourth of the game, and it's 6-1 Drake-It. Short-handed, his second shorty of the game. One, then dumped ahead by Halloran. As now, yeah, so the Nashoba goal was to Matt Venti, and obviously the 6 goals, and Brian Smith is fourth of the game. As Dillman trying to bring it ahead, couldn't. And now this is Rao and Halloran. Deflected into the midi bench. 9:22 left in the first. In second, excuse me. And now a shot on it was Higginson that's gone out of there. So what a night for Brian Smith in his final regular season game. We're now a minute and 20 seconds past the halfway point of this game. Now it's behind the Nashoba net. John Grove then turned over. Then dumped back in. This is Sean Thomas. Looking ahead for Eddie Lalamere. Then gone by the middies, stumped ahead by John Grove. Adam Berger, who has a goal in this game. Now this is Alex Soriano ahead. Adam Berger. Berger. Right ahead. Soriano. Shot through traffic, deflected wide. And now I believe this is Berger's shot and the stop made. Rebound got in the way, and bringing ahead is Kyle Snow. Then Alex Soriano gets it and goes ahead. 7:58 left. So excuse me, we're a minute and a half. At that point, we're a minute and a half under or away from the halfway point. Now we're 20 seconds away from the half point mark of the game, which is 7:30 of the second. We're at 7:20 of the second with 7:40 to go in the second. Jake Calorie on the left side. The shot gloved by Higgins. Trying to wrap it around the net, but couldn't. Now getting out is La Lemire. And trying to get it out, but it was kept in by Patterson, I believe. Maxim falls down in the left corner of the attacking zone for the Middies, the defensive end for the Vikings. La Lemire trying to bring it around. But then the race won by Kyle Diaz. Still in the mid attacking zone, and a shot quickly by Kyle Maxim, and a stop by Mark Higgins. 7:10 left in the second, and your Dragon Middies are winning 6-1 over the Nashoba Tech Vikings. Cali wins the face-off. Den trying to get on that, but couldn't. Then the Vikings get it out. 7 minutes left in the second. Calorie looking for Maxim, couldn't. Now it's Halloran eventually. Then Calorie for the Middies fell down, and he's knocked down. No call coming for that. Look, it did look like he just plain fell down. 6:35 left in the second. Middies up 6-1. Eric Den trying to send it ahead. Kyle Maxim off the stick and then picked up by Peter Dillman. Dillman backhanding it ahead. And then Maxim tried to flip it ahead but couldn't. Dillman then picked up Maxim for Diaz. Diaz missed the net. Dan in neutral zone now. Still on the boards. It's a battle near the Viking blue line. Dumped in by White. Then picked up by Alex Fagan with 5:57 left in the second period. Bringing it ahead. Oh, almost does that was a wacky turnover almost. And then Maxim tips it ahead. Picked up by Eddie Lalamayo in the right corner. With 5:42 left in the second. Now, I believe that's Calorie. Yes, it is Calorie. Calorie. Then turned over for Patrick White. Then intercepted by Smith on the left side. Smith looking to go for his 5th goal of the game. He got plenty of time to do it if he wants to get his 5th of the game. He has. And yeah, there was a play out in front, and someone just behind me yelled that it was interference. No call though. But it's icing against the Vikings. With 5:09 left in the second. If Brian Smith wants 5 goals, he's got plenty of time to do it. He has 20 minutes and 9 seconds total. 5:09 this period, and then the 15 minutes of period number 3. Bourgeois, and that's tied up. I would like to inform viewers that beyond a 7-goal lead, goals are not posted on the scoreboard. We're not there yet. It's a 5-goal lead, but practice is the Middies blew up Bedford 8-0 back in December. They stopped posting goals after it became after it was 7-0. So we're not there yet. I'm not trying to predict anything, but the way this is going, I can't be ruled out. So Cal, and it's shot over the net. Smith looking, he fell down and then trying to get out his Hallow, and he can't. Penalty. As Velo is obviously onside, so definitely has a penalty. Yeah, they're sending both off. It's going to be Lopez and Smith. Lopez for the Vikings and Smith for the Middies. Probably roughing. Holding against Lopez. Roughing against Smith. And holding against Lopez. Backhand win by White. Then Vela trying to get it into the attacking zone, but then the Vikings get it and they flip into their own bench. With 4:32 left in the second. Face off at center. Patterson and White. Patterson wins for McManus. McManus steals over for Grove. John Grove dumps it in. Wide to Higgins. Now it's Dillman trying to get it away, and it's a battle behind the Viking net. McManus a drive through traffic, tipped, then sticked away by Halloran. McManus has the neutral zone. Deals to Grove. Grove dumps it in onto Higgins. 4 minutes left out in front. A shot by Grove, and another try was stopped by Higgins. 3:50 left. Dumping it ahead is Kyle Snow. 3:46 left in the second. It's in the midi zone. John Grove trying to get it out of there. Hit and eventually out of the zone. Back in. Kyle McManus gets it out. 3:28 left in the second. Grove, left point, shot through with a little bit of traffic in front. Not much though, if at all. That missed the net. Boga looking to go in front, but White got the puck. Now it's Matt Venti, who has the sole Nashoba Tech goal tonight. 3:07 left in the second. Now, this is RJ Patterson. Patterson in the right corner. Seeing a little more of him recently. The past 2 games or so. Now, Patterson looking out in front. It's Jake Calloway on the left side. Who has one of the 6 midi goals tonight. It goes out of play, deflecting it into the midi bench with 2:35 left in the second. And your Dragon Windies winning against the Nashoba Tech 6-1. Calorie ties up, wins the face up. Left side, looking for Maxim out in front, couldn't. Soriano, middle of the line. Deflecting it off the stick of Lalamayer. Now trying to get it out was Thomas, but he couldn't. Now gets it by the net. Now it's Austin Porter for the Vikings. Then the Middies try to get it out in front. And Calorie to the puck. He totally fooled off the defender. What a nice play. The defender just fell down and said, here you go, Calorie. Here you go, the puck. And I was trying to bring it ahead as Sean Thomas couldn't. At the middle of the line, getting it out was Steve Lubinger. Then picked up by Alex Fagan for Drake it in the neutral zone. Now dumped in by Kyle Diaz. Now goes behind Higgins. With 1:42 left in the second. But with the amount of goals scored, it feels like the third. Out in front, Bourgeois just fanned on it. Nate Lapointe. Now out in front, Smith passes Bourgeois. They tried to deflect it on goal, but couldn't. Beat Bourgeois, who only has 1 goal this year. He's got a couple assists tonight, which means he has like around 14 or 15 assists on the season. Bourgeois against Ringdahl. Near the Nashoba line by the benches. Off Smith's stick, dumped in by Lapointe. Now to the right point, Lapointe trying to keep it in. Smith, high slot. This shot, he scores! Brian Smith, his 5th of the evening, has made it 7-1. Where's the goal horn? We don't have a goal horn for some reason.
him down!
Guess I'll just play it on my phone. Guess maybe there's some technical problems with the iPad that they use to do it. 1 minute left in the second. My phone is really weak with the goal horn, obviously, compared to the PA announcer's iPad, which is plugged into some loudspeakers. And either way, it's 7-1 Drake Smith with 5 on the evening. Remember, very few NHL players have had 5 in one game, so having high school is crazy. 48 seconds going to first, trying to tap it out, trying to tap it out in front. Now a shot behind the net. 39 seconds to go. Getting it out is Adam Berger. Now Ron Patterson trying to dig through. Now Patterson. Okay, this guy number 39 is not on my roster for Nashoba, so I'll have to get that. I'll have to find that out. Then a shot trying to deflect it on goal was Bogosian. Then trying to clear it out was Porter, but couldn't. Now 1 second, and that's it for period number 2 with your Drake Middies leading the Nashoba Tech Vikings 7-1. Brian Smith with 5 goals. The other 2 goals coming from Jake Callery and Adam Berger. We will turn for period number 3. Then the seniors are number 7, Brian Smith, number 10, Lee Bourgeois, number 13, Kyle Maxson, number 11, Alex Soriano, number 18, Hura Sakins, and number 31, Pat Carney. Face-off coming between Lee Bourgeois and Patrick White. Start the third. Bourgeois wins the opening draw for Smith, back to Bourgeois. Bourgeois on the right side. Bourgeois. Turnover with Patrick White trying to get ahead. Then in the skates. Now it's Bourgeois on the left side. Neutral zone into the attacking zone. And now this is Matt Venti, who has the sole Nashoba Tech goal backhanding it in. Now Snow out in front, Venti. To me, that was White. Either way, he was stopped. Now a shot on goal by, I believe, Kyle Snow is stopped. 50 seconds into the third. Now it's played out in front around Pat Carney. So the play controlled by the Vikings for most of the first minute of this period so far. But the Middies had 7-1. Snow a shot that missed the net. And picked up by Alex Soriano. Soriano, the only senior to have not scored at all this season. All the others have scored at least a goal and an assist. Well, not counting Pat Carney, obviously, because Pat Carney's a goalie. And I don't think I've ever seen a goalie score in high school hockey. It could theoretically happen, but hasn't happened yet. It's unlikely that the Vikings will pull Higgins. That would be a that would be a bad goal hidden by Mark Higgins in order for Pat Carney to score a goal. I'm not sure if it's possible for a goalie to get an assist in this league. It's probably happened at least once. Faced off, tied up, and then picked up by Deacon Miller, who threw it wide. And then the shot on goal by Alex Bogosian. Now picked up by number 39, who is not on my roster sheet for some reason. I don't know who that is. I should have gone to ask Bob Calloway on that between periods, but that's weird. So coming in is John Grove. Grove is offside apparently. Got a packed house here at Skate 3 in Tingsboro. The final regular season game. The Middies need a win to qualify, and this is the last regular season game of 2015-2016. They needed one to qualify for the Division III North Tournament, and they're 12:45 away from doing so, up 7-1. Nashoba Tech has a game after this, and they must win or tie that in order to qualify, barring some sort of crazy comeback tonight, which I don't expect. Jake Cowley for Alec Den. Den looking for Cowley, couldn't off the stick of Steve Lubinger, but eventually gone for Kyle Diaz in the middies. Diaz on the left side, turnover. Gone by Jake Watt, who feeds it ahead. He still has it. Watt for 39. Again, don't know who it is, but it's dumped wide of the net. Then picked up by Kyle Diaz. Diaz brings it ahead, and Paul Chauncey sitting just ahead of us. This is Chauncey, very nice person. She's awesome. And whose son Austin is too. I'm having multiple classes with Austin Chauncey as Kyle Diaz follows behind the net. Maxim. Then dumped wide, eventually intercepted by Jake Watt. Trying it out, they can't. Dan Warner trying to get in for the middies. Kyle Maxim for Alec Den. Den dumps it in off of Higgins out in front. Now this is Maxim. Maxim still has it around the bucket. Now looking for Kyle Diaz. Back to Maxim. Maxim Lister and a stop by Higgins out in front. Back over for Maxim. Now Maxim, cavalry shot over the net into the netting. Stoppage of play with 11:08 left in the game. And Pat Carney has just played the final seconds of his regular season varsity career, as Ryan Hardy will take over for the last 11:08. And it's likely that Pat Carney will see more time, as they're up, as the Middies are up 7-1, and they need to win if they win, they're in the tournament. So most likely you'll see Pat Carney. Most likely you'll see Pat Carney playing some more. Brian Smith on the left side. Smith waits, passes, shot over the net by Bourgeois. Looking over now, Alex Soriano with a shot that deflected wide. Soriano, the sole senior, without a goal or an assist this season. Brian Smith, not counting Carney, you're not counting the two seniors on JV. McManus back to Bourgeois. On the left side, pass is looking out in front. Turned over. Ahead is Eddie Lalamayer on the left side. 10:24 left. Lalamayer turnover, Lee Bourgeois. It's going to be Brian Smith. I apologize. Smith on the left side. Pass on what they score! Reed Bourgeois! 8-1 Trinket, his second of the year. I guess we have no more goal horn. Maybe the referees have asked him to stop playing the goal horn. Maybe. Maybe it was also a technical problem, although we heard music in the intermission, so it's probably not it. 10:05 left in the game. Now it's 8-1. The crowd may start losing track as I'm not sure they're going to add this goal onto the big board or not, for MIAA sponsorship reasons. Not sure that it will be going down officially as at least 8-1 at this point. Now Howland tried to find a net and couldn't. Howland dumps it in. Alex Bogosian looking at it, intercepted by Kyle Snow, getting turned over a couple times. Patrick White trying back in and then turned over for Adam Berger. Berger and him and Dillman fall down. Now ahead is Matt Venti, who is the sole Nashoba goal. Turned over, Ryan Silva took it away. 9:13 left, Silva dumps it in. Now it's DiCamillo looking out in front. Now Calorie waits. Looking. And then Alec Vela dumps it ahead. And Lalamayo, now it's turned over to Jake Calorie. 8:43 left. Calorie. And it's 8-1. And then a shot by Maxim deflected over the net. Calorie. Then picked up by 39. Don't know his name. The one player that we didn't catch. Although there was some errors in the roster that was given, so errors in the roster, by that I mean the one that was posted online. I should have looked at the game sheet. But I can't look at the game sheet before the game, obviously. For the purposes of printing up the roster. But I do look at the game sheet, usually, although it was told starting lines this time around by both coaches verbally, so couldn't see the sheet. Should have been down 39, but whatever. It could be more Kelly or Connor Lefebvre, though, because they had 30 for both of those. That was a misprint, obviously. Dumped ahead, and then now this is Bogosian. Again, with 7:32 to go. Now this is Kyle Maxim. Maxim. Calorie. Shoots. Didn't get on goal. They jam at it. And gone by Eddie Lalamayo. Gets it out of the zone. Then picked up by Jake Calorie. Excuse me, Alex Soriano, I apologize. Calorie is on the ice just behind the goal. Calorie picks up now. Calorie. And drop back. And then cleared out by Sean Thomas. No icing. 6:55 left. Smith trying to get out here. Well, Brian Smith was 5 in this game. Smith passes and stopped by Higgins and a shot by Jake Calorie, who was the goal of this game. Calorie. Calorie waits. Drive and a stop by Diaz on what he scored! Kyle Diaz! 9-1 Drake it. That is Diaz's 8th goal of the season. With 6:33 left. You will not see it on the big scoreboard, but it is indeed 9-1. And there's a crowd chant, put in Chauncey. Austin Chauncey is dressed on the bench as a third goaltender. The crowd chant, again from the student section, is put in Chauncey. Well, not technically the student section, but Calorie scored that apparently. So if that holds, Jake Calorie now is 7 in the season. Tied for second on the team. First to Brian Smith. First is Brian Smith, obviously with 35. But I saw Diaz put that straight in, pass from Calorie. But then again, maybe Calorie tipped it, but we may be seeing yet another correction. And yes, the crowd gets the wish. Austin Chauncey comes in for his first career varsity minutes. They're giving him a little look. He's played some JV time before. I'm in multiple classes with him. So I'll have to talk to him about this on Monday in math class, which is first period for me on Monday. Again, Austin Chauncey now in net. The crowd wanted down, and they got it. Mike Marshall decided, why the heck not up 9-1. Smith on the right side. Deeks. Oh, and a nice stop by Higgins. Now, Pat Coney and Ryan Hardy have seen some time in this game. It's almost like a scrimmage when they play off the goal. Except A, this counts. Beat it up 9-1. Kyle Snow with a shot. Went over Chauncey. Chauncey has started multiple JV games, but this is his first varsity time. Smith, right side. Backhander missed the net. 4:56 to go. Bogosian. Soriano. Turnover, Matt Venti trying to bring it ahead. But couldn't. Soriano. So yes, the crowd got their wish. The chant was put in Chauncey and they got their wish. I'll have to get a picture of this. Brian Smith ahead. Smith, 4:28 to go. Smith, Mr. Over the net, maybe went off Higgins out in front. Now trying to clear it ahead. Now the double sticks and now Matt Venti. Venti threw it and picked up by Dan Warner. .407 left. Brian Smith brings it ahead. Smith still has it. Deals Adam Berger. They wait. Smith looking for Warner. Couldn't get it to him. 3:48 to go. Now he's on goal. Soriano back to him. Gets out of the zone and Chauncey might come and play it. No, Dan Warner will do that instead. Making me wonder if Chauncey's gonna touch the puck at all, but the crowd got their wish. Austin Chauncey now in net. 3:22 to go. Behind the net is Eddie Lalamayo bringing it in and turned over. Kyle Maxim passes Brian Smith. Couldn't get it on goal. Warner drive and a stop. Rebound. Smith. 0:6 to go. Smith shot. Score! Brian Smith is 6th of the night and they put up 10. It is 10-1. And we hear Kid Vine is giving the Beto of Carl the Minion from Despicable Me. 2.
Hey, I think Brian should play goal.
I think he had. I think he once played goalie in at a dinner. So a friend of mine on the JV team mentioned that he played goalie on pond hockey. So the face-off between Silva and Watts. 3 minutes left. Brian Smith's goal totals now 36. 47 at least points in the season. He may have gotten an assist somewhere in this game. So this is an embarrassing night for the Nashoba Tech Vikings. Now ahead is D. Camillo.
And that's Brian's 100 high school point.
Brian's just 100 high school goal. Getting 100th high school goal for Brian Smith. That's 2:20 left in his regular season varsity career. More to come beyond that, obviously, as they'll mostly be playing either in Woburn or Stoneham. We're not sure of the opponent yet. You'll find it out in the location on the 27th. As Chauncey makes a save, much to the applause of the crowd. Face off one. Now it's Alec Bella with 1:58 to go in the game. Bringing it ahead, Brian Silva. Now a back hit on goal through traffic and a stop made. So yeah, we saw a lot of Brian Smith in those last minutes. So now the backhander ahead by Patrick White with 1:28 to go. Offside, I think. .127 left until the Middies clinch a tournament spot. It'll be a 3rd consecutive year. It'll be a bittersweet way to see Mike Marshall sail off into the sunset. In his final season, they make the tournament. 1:23 to go. Ignore the big scoreboard up there if we can even see it. It says 7-1. The official score and what Mike should be putting on it. Mike Dobbs, who is our cameraman tonight, He'll be putting 10. It is officially 10 to 1. 10 to 1 right now. As Bogosian falls down and Chauncey sticks it away. 102 left. We got a penalty coming. And Smith's night is done. I see him heading to the locker room. Congratulations on a great regular season for Brian Smith. And hopefully we're seeing a lot of that stuff in the tournament. 102 left. Face-off coming between Ringdahl and Patterson. Brought ahead. Vela, 58 seconds to go. It's a great, and Smith back on the bench. Ball to stand there though. Patterson back in an on goal line. 45 seconds to go. Bogosian touches it down. 44.4 left. High sticking is the call. And it's just played with a high stick. So it's down to the right of Austin Chauncey with 44.4 seconds left in the regular season. At least 45 minutes more to come. At least 45 more to come. What I mean by that is overtime in a tournament is different. Overtime, 1 minute break, 6 minutes, 5 on 5. If it's still tied, 1 minute, and then 6 minutes of 4 on 4 of double overtime. After that, a shootout. It's different for the state final at TD Garden, but we'll get to that if it gets to that. For now, this is a celebratory atmosphere almost. And now Alex Vela clipped a couple times in a whistle with 31.7 seconds to go. Now for Nashoba Tech, they can still make the tournament. They have one more game left. They got to get a win or a tie out of that. As they win this face-off down to Eddie Lalamero. 28 to go. And we plan to cover you all the way, no matter where the Dragon Minis hockey goes in the tournament. We plan to have it for you. 18 to go. We like to do a countdown. Lalamero is it. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lalamero, 4, 3, 2 seconds and 1. The Dragon Minis are in the state tournament in Division 3 North as they knock off Nashoba Tech 10 to 1. As they mob Austin Chauncey. This win clinched in the last game of the regular season, puts them up to 20 points and puts them in the MIAA Division 3 North State Tournament for the third consecutive year. At one point, it looked like all hope was lost after a series of dismal losses, but they pulled it off in these last few games. They needed 3 wins and a tie in the last games, and they got 3 wins and a tie. I'm Nathan Corning. We will see you in the state tournament. Seedings divided on February 27th. Have a good day and a good night.